Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls 2. We just finished talking to these old ladies in here, and we're ready to begin the tutorial session, or section of the game. I need to go ahead and rest, and get a heal spell back, because I pressed the wrong button. So we're going to head on out. We got one more thing to talk about. We talked a lot last episode. One thing I want to mention, if you see our mace, see how it's that little red X over it on our icon there? That means we're not really strong enough to use it this way. We're going to have to use it with two hands to fight effectively. So if you see me swapping weapons like this, that's what I'm doing. So let's get going, shall we? Let's learn how to play Dark Souls 2. Ooh. So we are still here in the Things Betwixt, and it is awesome. So each little section here, each of these white fog gates, should have something new for us to learn. Let's find out what we can learn, shall we? Right bumper to attack. There we go. We whooped his butt, and we got 30 souls. Souls are what we're going to use to level, to buy things. Everything in the game revolves around souls, and we need them to strengthen our mind and break the curse. Right stick to lock on targets. There we go. Smacked him around good. You'll notice we did more damage because we hit him right after his attack. Left stick plus B to dash. There we go. Oh, we got a baddie over here. Oh, hitting him with that mace just feels good. Tell you what, we are a strong, strong person. Oh! Ooh, there's a bad guy right there. And look, there's a bad guy right there, and there is a giant hippopotamus thingamajig. That's scary. What's this say before we do this? Right bumper behind an enemy's back for a critical hit. Ooh. That was vicious. Vicious. Alrighty. Man, I'm afraid of those giant hippopotamuses. Got an item here. A dagger. Let's see. A standard dagger has only modest attack and short reach, but can be jabbed in rapid succession. With a powerful critical attack, this is a potent weapon in the hands of the capable. Left stick plus B to roll. Roll past this guy with the arrows. I think he hit us, though. It's okay. Is there anybody else in here? Oh, there's another one there. Look at that. They tried to trick us. Jerk. Switch weapon. So we could swap out weapons if we had multiple ones, but we don't. We only have our big trusty mace here for beating the enemies. Beating them down and taking their souls. B to backstep. Do a little dodge backward. Oh, oh. Oh. We got stabbed. We got shot at. This is pretty awful what's going on here. There we go. Woo! Got smacked around a little bit. Not always the greatest. Use item with X. Got a life gem, so we could use that to heal. You don't need to right now, though. We're good. Look at these trees. They are just... How do these trees grow inside a cave? That's a pretty good question. Move camera with the right stick. And there's a place we can drop down. There's also a thingy over here. And two things. First, we have this little ladder.
Yes, you! Give us Saki!
Oh, hold on. So we kick down this ladder so we can climb back up easily. And right here, you heard that little voice. This little nest right here, what we can actually do is let's open our inventory. Oh, let's not jump off the cliff there, Grug. Let's open our inventory. And let's go to our petrified object. Let's drop it right here. In this nest. There we go. So if I remember correctly, I think if I leave that in the nest, and then I think if I
Yeah, silky smooth. You, give it smooth. Yes, you, give us silky.
I'm trying to remember if I have to leave for it to do a thing. Ooh, no. There we go. So we put that down and we got back a petrified dragon bone. What is that? What is a petrified dragon bone? Reinforces special equipment. A large petrified bone reinforces equipment made from special souls, commonly called dragon bone, but the veracity of the name is questionable. In any case, this petrified bone houses great power. So we got that for leaving that here. I wonder, can we leave this other thing we found that it said people want? Remember, this said, the shine of the stone is no ordinary polish. It can only be achieved over a long period. Some in this land are in search of such stones. What if I were to leave this as well? Let's see if they like this too. They said they wanted silky and smooth. Let's see if that does anything. Come on, guys. Anything? Anything at all? Or did I just waste that item? Walk back over here away.
You, give it smooth.
I did.
Yes, you, give us silky.
Ooh, they gave us a fire drake stone. What's that do? Is that another, ooh, yes. So, imbues equipment with fire. An altered state of titanite used to imbue weapons with fire, or to provide fire reduction to shields. Sorcerers at the Melfian Magic Academy once attempted to imbue titanite with various elements, but are said to have failed. Someone must have succeeded, though. What else would explain the stone? So look at that! We got two cool items. Anytime we find some other silky smooth items, we can drop them off here. But next, we need to drop down. There's a little spot here we want to go to. See the item down below to entice us. There we go. Soul of a nameless soldier. Soul of a nameless undead soldier who has long ago gone hollow. Used to acquire souls. The soul is the source of life, and even on death or hollowing, the mind seeks souls. So again, those just have the same flavor text, it looks like. Light scones with torches, so we can light this scone. It doesn't look like anything we'd want to have with our tea, but that's okay. Let's drop on down. And let's go through this next little cave area. Shall we? Wield right weapon two-handed. Again, we're already doing that. Wield left-handed two-weapon if we hold it. Come on, buddy. Ooh. Whoa! Somebody's getting uppity over here. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Huh? What are you gonna do? Come on, bro. There we go. So I guess we could wield our... We can wield that in two hands if we want. I don't know what effect that has. If we hold our chime two-handed. Alright, what else we got around here? Press left stick while dashing to jump. I'll probably die here. This is always the most embarrassing part. Anytime I've ever played this game, a couple times. Ooh. Oh, okay. Didn't die. Feeling proud. An amber herb. Let's get somewhere a little bit safe and then we'll read that. Well, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Well, we get to see what happens when we die. That is... that jump is the worst. So, 2 things happen. 1, we spawn back at the bonfire. 3 things, actually. 2, look at us. We're all dead. We're ugly looking again. And 3, because we died, you'll notice our maximum health has lowered a little bit. So there is a penalty for every time you die. So we want to be careful. We don't want to die all the time. Because we could get down to half our health if we did. Alright, well that was embarrassing, but at least we got a death out of the way. Let's get back in here. You'll also notice that all of our guys that we fought here are back alive. So we just need to be aware of that. Oh! Guy sings twice. The other thing we have is our souls from where we died are right there. Let's see if we can pick those up without dying. We get our souls back that we had. We want those so we can level up. Okay. Don't die again, Grug. Oh, see how easy that is? Why couldn't we do that the first time? We could have been pretty. We could have saved ourselves a tiny bit of health. It would have been all good. Let's slowly climb this ladder. We got a couple things here. Number 1. Left trigger, right trigger with shield equipped to parry. We don't have a shield. Right bumper or left bumper for a plunging attack. And guard break, left stick plus right bumper. So it gets that little smack if somebody is guarding and we can't get past them. So we have somebody down here. Let's show them who's boss. Missed him with the first hit. That's okay. It's okay. Come on, buddy. Come on. Attack. I swing very slow. I need you to make the first move. Okay, now. Notice, he had the same clothes that we had on when we got here. So that means he was another undead who came here to break his curse. And it looks like he didn't break it. He just became a hollow. Ooh, we have a little place down here. We got a door. Okay, we got a little room. No trap. It's okay. A cracked red eye orb. Ooh. Online play item to invade other worlds. Defeat the master of the world you have invaded to acquire a token of spite. The residual sins of those who have succumbed to dark temptations are contained in the form of the cracked red eye orb. So you use that to invade other players and engage in PvP as opposed to jolly cooperation. And that brings us out here. Got another torch. Another thing we could light up a torch if we wanted. Ooh. And ooh, look at those. We got some basilisks. I don't know if you remember those from the first game, but they cast a curse, which is a terrible spell. Looks like there's another little thingamajig there. Little stone tablet. But we can't seem to go that way, so let's drop down. Oof. A statue blocks your way. Ow. Can we break the statue? No. This statue is unbreakable. I don't know. How about a heavy? Nope, we can't break the statue, so we can't go there. I don't know what you do to get past him. You can see that fellow right there is having the same conundrum we did. So we'll head this direction. Ooh, and we got some online messages. Hooray for death or hooray for life. So we have all these cool messages that people have left here for you to interact with. We have places where people have died. The chance that these would be fake walls, I don't think they are. That's okay. We'll head on over here. And we will exit to Majula. The first town, really. Oh, we are ugly. Ugly now. Very sad about that. So Majula, this is going to be our Firelink Shrine. This is going to be our base of operations. Got a nice little bit of wind blowing in from the off the ocean. Probably smells like sea and fish and all kinds of stuff. We'll head down here into the town proper. Looks like up here we have a path that we could take to go somewhere. It's like, yep, we have a way out that way. We have an item. What do we have here? A divine blessing. Oh, we have the amber herb we didn't look at. Holy water endowed with a divine blessing cures status effects and fully restores HP. Water blessed by an ancient goddess. Her name is long forgotten, and the Magic Academy of Melphia denies even her existence. In any age, there are those who refuse to see reason. It is their meddling that distorts the truth. And we have the amber herb. An annual herb with an amber color so deep it gives the impression of luminescence. Restores a small number of spell uses. It is the mistaken belief of many that the flowers of this herb do not blossom. However, small white flowers do blossom during dusk when the moon is visible. So that's cool. And down here, we have Majula proper with a bunch of NPCs we need to talk to. So first, though, I know there's an item over here I want to go grab. And that item, we're going to walk up here. And right here, if you look down, there's a little spot here. And we're just going to be very careful. And drop down. And then we're going to drop down one more time. Again, very carefully. There we go. And back here we have a corpse. And on the corpse we have a morning star and a cleric's sacred chime. We already have the sacred chime. But here's the morning star. A club fitted with a spiked head. The spikes of this blunt weapon cause bleeding. Normally wielded by clerics, but clearly intended to draw blood. So, if we compare our mace to this morning star, you'll see that... Let's go to our equip screen, actually. Our mace, right now, you can see in the bottom left, we have that little strength icon where it says 12. It has a B, and like the little hand icon is dexterity, and that shows an E. What that means is as we increase our strength, we get huge increases to damage with our mace. And so our mace, right now, let's wield it two-handed. There we go. So right now our mace does a base damage of 120, and it's getting 49 extra damage from the way we're holding it from our strength. If, though, we put on the Morning Star, what you'll see is it has a base of 110. Oh, we're not even strong enough for this. It has a base of 110, but because... Here we go. Where is the one I'm looking for so that I can... No, that doesn't help. While I flumble through menus. Here we go. You can see that it requires a strength of 15 to wield versus what our character doesn't have that much strength, and it only scales with a C. So if we were stronger, we could use this weapon, but it doesn't get as much bonus from being strong as the mace does. So it really is an inferior weapon. So we'll be using our mace. Thank you very much. And here we have a poor fellow. Had some binoculars. Looks like he was looking around, probably. Or, oh, do you think he was... Oh, that's tragic. If he's down here... Whoa, let's not die. Let's get over here alive. Okay. Woo! Kind of safe. If we look back, do you think maybe he was up there looking out, like, and then fell off? Like a bad parkour guy? Or was he trying to look over at that castle maybe and fell down? I don't know. I just don't know. But something happened. So we have a bonfire. Let's light that. Bonfire lit. Let's rest here and get our health back and set this as our spawn point. In case we die. And let's talk to some people. So first, we have this super important lady that we need to talk to. She is looking at her. She's in all this green. Hey, lady. What's up?
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
She gave us an Estus flask.
Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
Alright, so she must be the Emerald Herald. And we got an item from her. Let's take a look at that. We got an Estus flask. Drink to restore HP, replenish at bonfires. And what that means is that if we go down here, we can equip it. And with the Estus flask, we get to get one heal after we visit each bonfire as of right now. But again, we have our healing spells.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid.
So we need to find King Vendrick, and we need to become super powerful, full of souls to do it.
Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away.
And it sounds like we have to kill 4 major bosses in order to win. At least that's what I just heard.
Bearer of the curse, seek souls. Larger, more powerful souls.
Okay.
Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
So we need to complete our quest before we can do anything. So here, or else we'll go hollow. So we can level up with her, we can spend our souls, we can upgrade our Estus flask if we have an Estus shard. We don't have any Estus shards, unfortunately. We can talk to her.
Over the hill and past the forest is the king's castle,
Oh, you can see it right there.
where a man peered straight into the essence of the soul. But whatever came of it,
So we have to go through that forest and get to that castle.
those who come to Drangleic seeking salvation soon lose hope and turn hollow. It happens to them all, sooner or later. That blue knight at the base of the tower, his spirit is already broken. Although he does offer sound advice. Perhaps he is a foreshadowing of your own future. That tiny thing inside the ruins. An ancient being that will mock your very existence. She imparts sound wisdom, provided you find her on a good day. The sign you bear will drain your very souls. And without souls, you will turn hollow. Stay strong. Do not lose hope. Even when you have precious little time. For when the undead dies, it is never truly dead, but only one step closer to hollowing. Not all undead are hollows, but all hollows were once undead. If you find an Estus shard, bring it to me, so that I may ease your burden. Over the hill and past the...
All right. Wow.
Whatever-
She had a lot to say to us. So there's some people here. There's a knight up there who is turning hollow, apparently. And there's some kind of tiny lady over here that's going to make fun of us. What about leveling up? We need 997 souls to level. And we can do that. You can see all the stats. The cool thing is, if we choose what we want to level up here, it actually shows us exactly what that affects. So I'll level up off screen. Let's go ahead and finish up with Majula, though, before I do. So let's go talk to this guy up here. The guy who is turning hollow that she mentioned.
You're undead, aren't you? You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Drang Lake these days, there are very few places like that. I am Solden. And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here.
That's what we're hoping.
Well, that's not true at all. There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody. Do you know much about souls? Even I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means? To be alive, to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there. We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really. There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls. And wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul and a terrible curse. If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now, like I have. Do you ever cry out for help? The journey of an undead is long and treacherous. You'll face invaders from other worlds at every turn. If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels? When you face danger, the Blue Sentinels will come to your aid. Protection is yours, if you wish. You need only accept their kind embrace.
So, he had a lot to say. We unlocked an achievement. We're not going to join the Way of the Blue
I
Covenant.
see. Then you'll have to brave this treacherous journey on your
So
own.
this guy has given up. He was on the same quest we were.
Require help. Come back
If he'll stop talking. He's on the same quest we were and he gave up.
and pray for your safety.
Shut up! He's on the same quest we were to break the curse, but he's given up. But you can join the Blue Covenant. I think that covenant helps against invaders, if I remember correctly. What do we have here? There have been... wow! That is a large number of deaths. That is 202 million people have died. That's a lot. And the letters are worn beyond recognition on this side. So that's just the counter of how many people have died while playing online. Kind of fun. We're one of those. Down here, what are we at time-wise right now? We're at 30 minutes. Let's finish out Majula here real quick. Let's just talk to everybody. Got a couple items to pick up. The Soul of a Nameless Soldier. We've read that before in another life gem. We got a guy right here. Look at this dude. He looks kind of cool.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door. I'm a blacksmith. I'm nothing without my tools. Bring me that key. Chop chop. I'm a blacksmith. Bring me that.
So here we have a blacksmith who can't be a blacksmith because his tools are inside. And apparently he doesn't know how to climb through open windows that are obviously big enough to get inside. Good job, buddy. Here we have some barrels that are good for rolling through. That's where we came in. Got 2 statues. I don't know what this is all about. 3 statues. I broke them. I broke the statues. We have a well. Ooh, there's an item down there. But I don't think we can get that and survive. I think that's a death trap. We'll have to come back to that, I think. Got an item over here, it looks like. Another life gem. Kind of getting us kitted out in case we need stuff. Up here... we should probably run so it wouldn't take so long to get everywhere. Up here is a kind of a cool thing. Oh, first there's an item. What do we have? A homeward bone. Let's read about that. Ooh, 5 of them. A white ashen bone returned to the last bonfire rested at. Bonfires burn on the bones of undead. In this bone, belonging to one of those, journey was cut short. Has the power to travel to bonfires, as if it yearns to resume its futile quest. So, if we don't want to lose our souls and we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, we can use a homeward bone to get back home. This, we're not going to touch. Because I know what it does, I don't want to mess with it. Apparently I can't even use it right now. There's a way to use this to make the game more difficult, if I remember correctly, and we're not going to do that. We don't need the game to be more difficult than it already is. We have 2 more people to talk to real quick. Inside of here, we have the minuscule creature that the Emerald Lady told us about, this kitty cat.
Oh, undead are we? And one without much time remaining. Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say. Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, suit yourself. Oh yes, you may call me Shalqua. Enchanté.
Ah, she's a French cat.
So, what did you want anyway? Ooh, you smell wonderful.
So kind of worrisome that she's in here. Let's ask about covenants. No covenants joined. Let's talk.
This place is already dead. Everything will crumble and waste away so that something new may be born. Isn't it wonderful? This place is fascinating. We receive only the most peculiar visitors. Folk like yourself. It's enough to keep even a cat amused. Are you going to see the old ones? Those 4 who have grown so incredibly ancient. They must have sprouted quite a thick coat of moss by now. For heaven's sake, no one even knows their names anymore. Imagine that. Yes, nothing like yourself. For you have a most pleasant scent. that grows nicer with each passing day. Have you made friends with the man by the sea? He's lost everything. Absolutely everything. The only thing he's good for now is a few tidbits on covenants. Covenants are a type of, well, contract, you might say. You give something to gain something. That's the way humans like it, right? It might be just the thing you need. But what does a cat know? Did you see that oddly formed rock behind here? Long ago they called it Victor's Stone, as I recall. If you wish to face greater challenges, speak to the rock. Although, you'd just as well not. This place is already dead. Everything, isn't it one?
Alright, so she also sells items here. What does she sell? Homeward bones, if we needed them. Some prism stones. An alluring skull. And a Lloyd's talisman. Let's look at these real quick. So we already know about the homeward bone. A prism stone is a slightly warm rock amidst a beautiful phasing aura of 7 colors with a very rare 8th. The prism stone does nothing special, but if you feel you may lose your way, you can serve as a path marker. We have the alluring skull, a skull of unknown ownership. Smashing it releases traces of souls which attract nearby foes. Does not work on all enemies, but can prove useful in unexpected ways. A lure we can throw on the ground. And a Lloyd's talisman. Talisman used by cleric knights. It blocks Estus recovery with a limited area. It is said that the cleric knights use these talismans to hunt down accursed undead. Cleric knights fight with pride, and by blocking the recovery of the undead, they can also fight with impunity. So you can use that against undead that would heal. She also had a ring. Oh, a couple rings. So we have quite a few. We have a Ring of the Evil Eye. A modest but inexplicably disturbing ring. Absorb hit points for each enemy defeated. Peer too closely at the rare stone that forms the eye of this ring, and things that writhe and stir may come into focus. The Silver Cat Ring. Silver ring depicting a leaping feline. Reduces damage from falling. Legend has it that when cats grow old, a force brews within them, and they are reborn as something new. I wonder if we need that to jump down that little well in the middle of town. The Red Eye Ring. A cursed ring, depicting a demon eye, become easier to be detected by enemies. If it is tranquility that you seek, then you should never have left your home. If you seek strife, then fair enough, but no need to overdo it. And the Name Engraved Ring. A special ring that can be engraved with the name of a god. Becomes easier to connect to worlds of players who chose the same god. There are countless vestiges of long-lost gods in the ruins of Dragon Lake. Or perhaps they are the very same gods as ours, only known by different names. And the Ring of Whisperers. Ring worn by Roy the Explorer, hear the inner voices of surrounding foes. Useful for locating hidden enemies, and perhaps for a few other things as well. So...
Nothing suited you, I presume?
No, lady. So a couple items we can buy. Yeah, that cat ring, I guess you could get down there. We have a little rock here. Let's knock it off. Pull up this corpse, and what's he got on him? An Estus Flask Shard. We can upgrade our Estus Flask. That is awesome. This building here, I believe, is locked. Yeah, we can't get in there yet. Anything around the side? Nope. There's stuff on the other side I don't want to go to yet because it's scary. And inside here we have our last NPC. Chilling out, but we're going to go past him for a second. I'm going to climb up here. Because we have a treasure chest. Not a mimic. Contains a Titanite shard. So first off we have the Estus Flask Shard. The shard of an Estus Flask. Shards are deeply soaked in Estus. Graft the shard to an Estus Flask to increase flask uses. Over the ages, countless souls rested their bones as they drank from the original flask. and now this shard remains, serving as a vestige of their hopes and dreams. And we also got a Titanite shard. Titanite shard used to reinforce equipment, reinforces equipment up to +3. Titanite was discovered in an ancient layer of Earth and is said to be a gift of the gods. Titanite of this size has very little power, but it is still a rare find. So we can use that to upgrade our weapons to do more damage. Let's talk to this NPC, shall we?
Hello there. Welcome to my shop. I'm Morlin, and well, I sell armor. Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares. I could really use the business. If you'd be so kind. I came from the west, from Volgan. Have you been there? It's a lively place, vibrant with trade. Very competitive, of course. And you have to grease the wheels to get anywhere. But I didn't have the funding for that, so I left home in hopes of striking gold. It's been years since then, and I've made very little headway. I don't even know why I'm still here. Everything's all run down and dying. It's terrible for business, really. A group calling themselves the Blue Sentinels have gained much power in Volgan. You can't even run a shop without their blessing. They claim to be working for the greater good, but it's absolute hogwash. By the gods, why the hell am I here?
So, the Blue Sentinels, maybe not everything they think they are. This guy is an armor seller, armor salesman. He sells some shields here. We're probably going to end up buying a shield from him because, as you can see, this Silver Eagle kite shield blocks 90% of damage when you block with it, and we're kind of want to need a shield. He also sells quite a bit of armor. We're not going to read all this yet, actually, because we just don't have time this episode. We'll come back maybe and read that later.
Well, I do hope I see you again.
So we can buy some equipment there. So folks, we are ready. We've seen everybody we need to in Majula. We are ready to head off to the first area. Let me walk over to where that's at, which is going to be down this way. So here's what's going to happen, folks. Off screen, I'm going to get just a few more souls from the starting area because I want to level up our strength so we can use our mace one-handed instead of having to two-handed all the time. So that's going to be what I'm going to do off screen, and when I come back, when we return in the next episode, we will be right here, ready to head down that path and get adventuring. So folks, I want to say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, we hope to see you soon.